I was going to say people to see, but I don't really have to see any people today, so that's good. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to try using a different palette every day this week, filming those looks and putting them up for you. I have a couple of new things that I want to try this week, and I think I'm also gonna like dig out a few that I haven't used for a while, so that will be kind of in line with my makeup rediscovery series as well. But I went to Ulta yesterday, and I might or might not have bought some stuff. Let me just share with you real quick what I did purchase. Rustling of bags. Two of the palettes that I'm going to try this coming week is the Avani Gregg and Morphe combo palette, collab palette, and also the Morphe 35D Desert Bouquet palette. I think that's so pretty. This was 26, and I don't remember what this one was. I think this one was 30. The reason I picked this one up is because it has cake liners in it, like water activated cake liners, and I'm kind of interested in trying those. And I may try working with those by mixing in Duraline as well at some point, either today or tomorrow, or at some point I'm going to try doing that. Also, I picked up the House of Lashes lash glue. I also picked up some lashes. So these are buy one get one for half price right now, so that's pretty good deal. I picked up the 421s for my get one free or half price or whatever it is. I got the faux mink wispies, and then I picked up 3 different styles of the Ardell Texturize, and the ones that I have right now I have worn every single day for the last 2 weeks. And I'm finally starting to like pull out little lash hairs when I clean the glue off. That's how much I like these. I also picked up 2 of the liners from LA Girl. These are the Pastel Dreams line. They only had 2 colors. I got the yellow and the green. I picked up the Juvia's Place Prep and Prime Eye Primer because I have heard that this is good. This is something I tried in the salon a few weeks ago because they had it sitting on their counter. This is the Hemp Sweet Pineapple and Honey Melon hand sanitizer. Smells like fruit salad. Anything to make hand sanitizer more bearable, I'm all about it. So we are going to get started. I am going to zoom in. I don't have anything on my face except for a little bit of moisturizer. I list everything down below in the description box. Let's shut up. Let's get going. I got shit to do, places to be. I was going to say people to see, but I don't really have to see any people today, so that's good. All right, let's open up the Avani Gregg for the Bebs, for the Bebs, I don't know. I don't know who this person is. She's lovely. On the picture on the back of the palette, she's really pretty. Nice ginormous mirror here. So this is what that palette looks like. And all the ones down here at the bottom are the liners, are the cake liners. So that should be kind of interesting to try. I'm going to use this palette today because it's got, like I say, lots of like reds, oranges, yellow, and I'm all about that right now. I could have totally lived without this silver glitter crap in the middle here. I don't like things like that. I just think they're a mess. This one's really pretty. Is that a glitter? Let's see. Let's swatch it. Feels kind of like a glitter. So it's very, ooh, that might be, that looks kind of good with my shirt. Normally I don't like that formula much, but I may just have to break down and use it today. So anyway, that's the palette I'm going to use today. I am going to scoot in so that you can see a little bit better what I am doing. All right, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing today, guys, so just bear with me while I figure this out. I'm just trying to figure out if this is a good palette. That's what I want to know today. So I'm going to clip my hair back here because that's a stunning look. All right, so I am going to break into this new primer, and we're gonna see what it's all about. I've heard that this is good. I cannot for the life of me think who it is that, is it Karen Harris? I think it's Karen Harris that really likes this. Somebody said to shake this up, so I'm gonna do that. It sounds very thin, very runny, so it's not thick like the Eden primer from Urban Decay that I've been using. I've got a little, I usually put my primer on with a brush. So we're gonna, let's see if I can, we're gonna start out kind of small because I don't want too much. I mean, I want it, but I don't want it too much. So this should make all these eyeshadows really pop. If they're any good at all, it should really make them pop nicely because it is quite a light color. So if you want something to stand out, it's good to put it over a light base or a white base. So that's very light, but I kind of like it. Let's go into the shade I Cry, which is the lighter of the two orange. This is a matte. I think these are all of these mattes. They all look pretty matte to me except for Diet, really, and maybe Hidden. It looks like it might have a little bit of a sheen, and then of course that coppery, glittery stuff. So that seems pretty nice. I don't know what my deal is lately with being so obsessed with orange, but I really am. I think I am just going to put my shadow on, let you kind of watch the process, and then if anything happens, I'll discuss it kind of afterwards. So I think I'll just put on a little bit of music in the background and kind of speed through this a little bit, because I don't know that you necessarily need to see every single moment of my process here. If that bothers people, like skipping over things and stuff like that, I do it because for time constraints, because like I say, I have stuff to do, you have stuff to do. I understand that, so I'm trying to put in the most salient points here and not waste anybody's time. So I'm going to do that, so just hang tight, enjoy the show, and I'll be back afterwards. All right, so how do I feel about this? Okay, so the oranges and the yellows I like. The black is not very satisfying. That's usually true. I have found in the Morphe palettes that I have anyway. I think I'm gonna have to go through all of them and try out the blacks in all of them. But it seems I tried layering it with the dark green in here too, just to see if I could build it up. But it seems a little, I don't know, less than satisfying. But at any rate, I am going to try these cake liners, and I've got two brushes. So I've got like the typical kind that I use, which is the angle sort, and then I've got one like this. And I've got a little dish here with some water. Let's go ahead and try the red one. And you know, if this totally goes to shit, well, I don't know what I'll do, but whatever happens, you get to see it. So, so I've just dampened my brush, and I'm gonna put my brush in my little pan here. Oh, and by the way, I did try putting that glitter color on this eye, and it's more of a topper, so that's why I abandoned that and just started putting the yellow over it. You can kind of tell, but you know, I'm not gonna go wash off my eye makeup just because of that. That's just not what I do. All right, so I don't usually pick up products with these kinds of brushes, but I do have them, and I'm not really sure exactly how these are supposed to work. I have never used a cake liner before. So right off the bat, I guess I kind of expected these to make more of like a creamy kind of thing, but they're not really doing that. I'm not saying it's not working, I'm just saying that it's not turning out to be the texture that I thought it would be. And they dry down incredibly fast. I mean, like I say, they are water activated, so I'm not mad about the way that looks. A little more complicated to work with than I thought. So I'm gonna wet my other brush, and I'm gonna pick that up. This is not my favorite brush, but my other ones have black liner on them, so we will see what we get here. Okay. This one is not like as thin as I like my brushes to be when I do my wing liner. Part of the problem here is the tool that I'm using, and part of this is that this is not like a super opaque liner, which I can see the advantage of that, of course. I'm going to go back to that first little brush, even though I don't usually like doing my wing with that. But right now I'm feeling like, you know, I'm not sure that this is worth the effort. I mean, I guess I don't hate it, but should I try mixing this with some Duraline? How am I going to do that? And I'm going to take a drop of the Inglot Duraline, which I've mentioned before. Or I'm going to take like one drop, which will be more than adequate. And I'm just going to, I don't know if this is going to work because now my pan is wet, but I'm just going to try to pick it up with my brush here a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not really getting the pigmentation that I would like to get. So I'm going to try scraping up a little bit to get a little bit more of the powder product, which isn't any different than mixing an eyeshadow with Duraline, these products. So I'm not feeling them right now. Alright, so hopefully you can see the difference in the color. So just the water, it looks less red, more orange. And with the Duraline, it looks more red. Yeah, I don't like this much, guys. My wings are not even close to being the same. What am I gonna do? I really don't like this. I mean, I like like I say, I like the yellow and the orange, and even the color called Clown, which is kind of a not that much different once it was on my eyes as opposed to the darker of the oranges. So and the black is that's just not making me happy at all. What should I do? Should I try to salvage this? I mean, I could just go over it with black, I think, and not in here, but just a regular black liner. Maybe I'll do that and just kind of abandon ship as far as this particular liner goes. I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do. Let me do that, guys. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit, and I'll come back and we'll move on. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. This was incredibly frustrating. I don't think I've had this frustrating of an experience in quite a while. So I like the colors that I use today. They seem to perform fine. The black sucks. The liners, don't buy this for the liners. If I figure out a way to make them work, then I will absolutely do that, and I will let you know. But at this point, I feel like in order to make them work, I'm going to have to take them out or dig them out and put them in something else and then use them, like mix something with them, either Duraline or some other kind of mixing medium. I don't know. The glitter, I ended up going over this because I was like, I gotta do something to rectify this. So I ended up going over this with the Pixie glitter palette that I have, and I just went in with this sort of, it's not really clear. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's reflective. It's pretty. It's got kind of a blue thing as opposed to a yellow thing, but you know. I'm hoping that once I get lashes and the rest of my face on, that this will not look completely hideous. But if it does, I will not hesitate to take it off and start from scratch. But for now, I need coffee or a stiff drink or something, because that was incredibly frustrating. Why they didn't make this a smaller palette, leave those glitters out, leave those liners out. I don't know. Maybe I should try to find some tutorials or something about how to use those, because I don't like them. I don't know. Deb, you tried these? Do you like them? I think there's ones from, is it from Suva Beauty, that those are supposed to be pretty good, I think. I've not tried them. I'm typically more of a like pot liner kind of gal. Speaking of which, the Inglot liners, this is just the black one, are, in my opinion, really good. So I don't have all the colors, but I know it comes in a really big range of colors. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'll be right back. And I may be 3 sheets to the wind by the time I get back, even though it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. But that should be interesting to see. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. I've had a time today. Yes, I can't say it was a good time. This palette is something I'm going to have to play with a little bit more in order to determine how I really feel about it. The shadows themselves, minus the glitters, are fine. At least what I've played with so far, except for the black. The black blows. I mean, it sucks. I went ahead and put just one color under my eyes, and I feel like everything kind of came together in the end. The liners are absolutely a no-go for me. I don't even know if I'll mess with them anymore. We'll see. I'll let you know. But this palette is, I'm still kind of on the fence. It's meh. Or the eyeshadows themselves seem fine, but you know, chances are you have a rainbow palette already. You probably have a better rainbow palette. And so I don't really think that you probably need this. I do like the yellow that's in it. That seems really nice. And the oranges that I used, and the sort of reddish orange that I used. I do like those colors really a lot. And so I'm going to play with this some more. I'm going to wear it again and see what I think, determine, you know, whether or not it's really worth it. But right now, I'm going to say probably not. So the Juvia's Place primer, so far I really like it. It seems like it's doing the trick, and I'm excited to play with that under some of my more my shadows that tend to crease on me a little bit more because of the formulas of them. So I'm going to leave this here. If something goes really wrong with this eyeshadow between now and the time I take the shit off, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I'm just going to leave it there with those few thoughts that I have, and I will update you at a later point as to whether or not I think it's ultimately worth your hard-earned dollars. Thank you so much for joining me, though. I really appreciate your time here. I hope you enjoy this week's festivities, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like to see major makeup fails. You're probably in the right place. I love to have new subscribers, so I hope you will consider subscribing if you like to see foundation try-ons, eyeshadow try-ons, fun looks, all that stuff on somebody that's a little bit more mature. You're probably in the right place, so I encourage you to subscribe. Until my next video, bye guys.